Hi guys, welcome to the channel. In today's topic, we will talk about Bitcoin's bottom might be in. While nobody is watching this market and there is no interest in retail, I can see the YouTube views are also suppressed. And this is the moment where you really have to pay attention on the charts. So while nobody is watching the charts at the moment, we might have begun with this bull market, guys. If you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe so you can have this daily analysis without any bias attached to it. Let's jump in, guys. I'm going to show you this weekly chart on the Bitcoin, and we are going to get back to our previous bull market and bear markets. So this was your 2013 December top, and then after that we got this bottom here because we do not have much price action over here. So this is your top and this is your bottom. Okay, so we will use anchored VWAP for this analysis, and I have turned on this anchored VWAP. You can see the yellow one is from the bull market top, and the blue one here you can see is the the bear market bottom. So if we track this all the way, you can see the next bull market had a top over here. Okay, this was your 2017 December bull market top, and this is your bear market bottom in December 2018. So if you can pay attention all the way, this anchored VWAP which we have, this is the downtrending anchored VWAP in yellow, and the blue one is the uptrending anchored VWAP. So you can see the bear market bottom here exactly in between these lines, guys. And if we turn on the uptrending anchored VWAP from this bear market bottom, what do we have? You can see from this top and this bottom we have the next bear market bottom in between these anchored VWAP. So we are going to check what happened in the future. You can see exactly what happened last bear market bottom. It has repeated here as well between these anchored VWAP. This is your bull market top, this is your bear market bottom, and if we use from the top and the bottom this anchored VWAP, it comes exactly the next bottom you can find in between these lines. So what if we turn on the last bull market top to the new bear market bottom? What do we find here? You can see the price is exactly in between. It came in between those lines, tested that place, and now trying to break out of it. This is one of the strong indicator what I have, which nobody is talking about. You can check in any YouTube channel, there is nobody who is mentioning this particular indicator, where you can see that we might have already bottomed here. There is also a simple support and resistance theory. Okay, according to the bias, this is why I said this is the channel where we do not use the bias and see the chart for what it is. So what I mean by bias here is that 4 years cycle theory. The 4-year cycle theory itself is a bias, guys. So if you're going to wait for 3 years of bull market and then 1 year of bear market, and you are repeating this cycle over here also, one day it's gonna break, okay, and that day you can be losing a lot of money. So if we use that simple support and resistance theory, let's go back into the previous bull market and bear market bottoms. So if this was your 2013 bull market top, I'm going to use a horizontal box here. Okay, so this became your resistance and this was your support. Okay, and we moved into a bull market where this became your resistance and the bottom became your support. Okay, a simple theory of resistance and support. You can see that this bull market was very strong, and we did not come down to test this top. But you can see here, when we continued from this bear market bottom here, this was your bull market, and the bear market came back and tested this top here. This was your resistance initially for this 2017 bull market, but in 2022 it became your support. Okay, this was your cycle top and this was your cycle bottom. So if we fast forward into today's price action, this was your top. Okay, where right now what we are doing is we are testing this bull market top which was here, and now we can flip this resistance as a support and can move on towards the higher prices. So if you look into simple theory of support and resistance, we are at the major support zone. Plus, if you use this downtrending anchored VWAP and uptrending anchored VWAP, from every top and bottom from each cycle's top and bottom, you can find that we are at the moment in between those lines where we have tested that price and now we are trying to bounce. Now I have switched off those anchored VWAP indicators and I'm going to delete this support and resistance as well so that we can have clear chart for our next analysis. So getting back into today's price action over here, what do we see? Let's get into daily time frame. And here we can see that we have two anchored VWAPs, which was from the last range top. This is the larger range, okay? So this is from the top here. And we have this blue uptrending anchored VWAP here, which is from the current bottom. So what you can see here is the price is chopping around in between those lines, and price is in a decision zone at the moment. I also want to show you the 200 daily moving average and also the 200 weekly moving average, which is in the purple, and the daily is in the blue color right now. So what you can see here is the purple one, which is the weekly SMA, and we have already tested few times on top of it. You can see we have broken first down below, and then after that we came back up, tested that zone, multiple tests on top of it, and this was your anchored VWAP, which is downtrending from the top here, which is from this range. And initially we have rejected from here, but we got the support on top of that uptrending anchored VWAP, plus we got that support on top of that 200 weekly SMA. Something to pay attention, guys. And I want to turn on this regular chart over here. You can see the difference, and this line, the purple line, what we have is all the way from this top over here. Okay, this is $126,000 where Bitcoin topped in October 6th. From all the way from this top, if you draw this line to this top over here, okay, this was your May top around 83,000 zone, and from there, if you can see the price now trying to retest that area once again. And this is on regular chart, but if you check on log chart, you can see there is still some space left towards the higher prices, where the price can definitely come up here and retest this line and reject. There is a possibility that we can reject from here. So that is for the smaller time frame, but right now on the regular chart we are trying to break out. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to use another anchored VWAP from this top here. I have already included that in the chart, but it's hidden right now. So you can see here that I have already turned on this anchored VWAP from the top here, okay? And we have the resistance. Maybe it could be a resistance because you can see that 200 daily moving average is also acting as a resistance. And this could be a major confluence where the price could break out here, and then we might come down to test this area once again. So I just turned on this one to show you that this could be the next confluence zone where it could act as a resistance. And what I will do right now is I will also add some of the fixed range volume profile. This is the large one, and this is the medium range, and this is the mini range. Okay, I have already added those also onto the chart. The mini range is over here, okay, and the medium range is this one here. You can see this is the medium range, and the larger range you can see all the way from this bottom here, okay, to this top. So what we can see here is that the price is rejecting at this POC. We had the bull market until October 6th, and then we have rejected and begun with our bear market. And what the price has done until now is we have come down significantly. This was a sharper corrections over here, what we have. And we have come down until this value area low. We haven't touched it yet. And from here, we have bounced towards this point of control. So this is the larger range point of control over here. We have rejected twice right now. So I'm going to zoom in into this point of control here. You can see there are two lines. This is your larger range point of control, and this is your medium range here, okay? This is the medium range point of control, which are aligning at the same price here, around 67.2K. So this is the major support here. If this is something to pay attention, guys, this is the major support here. And if we break this resistance here, we go higher. We might go higher until this 72K zone and then come back and test this POC, which is also, you can see this is the downtrending anchored VWAP here. We could go up, test this zone. This zone has the highest confluence, guys. If you can see that we have this anchored VWAP, which is from the previous top here. This was your Jan, what is this, 14 Jan top, okay? We had 97K top here. And if you draw the anchored VWAP, which is the downtrending from here, this aligns at the same place as this larger range. So this is the medium range volume profile. We have the value area high around this zone. Also, you can see this daily SMA is also moving down and meeting at the same point. So this is a major confluence zone where the price can come up and reject. And the point of control right now is similar. You can see that this is the larger point of control, larger range point of control. And we have this point of control also aligning at the same line here. So I'm going to disable this volume profile so that the chart can be a little bit more cleaner. And now we can see that we have the value area high of this larger range. This is the POC. And what do we have here down? You also have a volume profile. And we have value area low. This is the value area low of this larger range. The point of control of mini range. The value area high of mini range. So you can see the price has broken down here, came back up, tested this POC of the mini range, came back down, took this value area low as a support of the larger range, and we've been chopping around that zone. Okay, finally you can see that we have taken test on the POC, moved up higher, rejected at the value area. Sorry, this is the point of control. Also, you can see this is the downtrending anchored VWAP. We have rejected from this zone, came back down again, once again taken the test on top of that POC, and now we are trying to move up higher. So what do we see on the daily time frame? Okay, we have closed above this value area high, and right now we are just chopping around this zone, and we are also close to that downtrending trend line. Something to pay attention, guys, because what we see is in the mini range we are already finding that support. We are climbing these steps slowly churning the price slightly higher every time, where the traders do not understand where the market exactly going, because you go higher, then you chop down again, high, chop, so many chops over here. It's an ugly Elliott wave structure, guys. We will get into the Elliott wave structure as well, but I just wanted to show you using this volume profiles. What we can see here is the price already bottomed here and now churning slowly, taking the support on top of this value area low here. This is the value area low as well, and now finally we have got the support around that POC. So there might be a move up higher. Maybe we will come back here, test this zone once again, might have clear. Maybe we will clear this zone as well, where this becomes your bearish SFP, and then we might have come down once again to take a test over this value area high of the mini range, and then we might move up higher. So zooming out, what other resistance we have on top of us? We have around this zone. This is the value area high of this larger range what we have. And also, if you can see, the downtrending anchored VWAP coming exactly from this 97, what is this, 98K zone, and aligning at the same point as this the value area high, and the daily is also aligning at the same place. So this might be our next target. We will get into Elliott waves now to check what's happening locally here on the smaller time frame. So for that we will get into 4 hourly or even maybe 1 hourly. Okay, 4 hourly is good enough here. So what do we see on Elliott wave structure here? Initially I was expecting, because this move up here was impulsive, okay, so I was expecting, okay, this is your 1 2 3 4 5. Let's use the wave. So this was your impulsive move up from the bottom. So once you have this 5-wave structure from the bottom, if it's an ABC, then you could be expecting 5 3 5. So what is 5 3 5? In an ABC, if you have a 5-wave move up, then you are expecting a 3-wave correction, okay, as a B, C. So if we have finished this 5-wave move up, then we have 3-wave correction over here. Then we are expecting another 5 waves to the higher prices, which happened here, by the way. Okay, this is your 5-wave move up here. But if you use the Fib time extension for this move up here, this is quite quick. So this could not be your C wave here, okay? So what happened is I was waiting here. So once we have this impulsive move up here, I wanted ABC correction, which already gave this ABC correction here. So from here, I wanted a move up, which is a larger move, could be that third leg for an impulsive move up. What I mean is, if this was the wave 1 here, this is ABC correction, wave 2, then I was expecting a larger move up as a wave 3, come back up, come back down here, test this point of control, and another move up to this value area high. So this could be your move up, and it could be finished ABC correction here from this bottom, okay, as this A and this was your B, and this was your C. Let's make it red. So you can understand that I was expecting an ABC correction, and this could be that move. But what happened instead, the price did not want it to move in that way, but price decided to move in a different way, like it wanted to chop. So what I did the next was this way. Okay, this is ABC correction, and then we had another ABC towards the higher prices, like this was your A, this was your 3-wave correction. Okay, this also you could count a 5-wave. I also can count 3-wave here. Okay, it does not matter. And this is your B wave correction here. Okay, because this is definitely a 3-wave correction. And now you have 5-wave move up. So this could be your zigzag as a ABC, or even a flat, which is 3-3-5. 3-3-5 means this is a 3-wave here from here, and this is your 3rd wave again, 3 waves again down. So 3, 3, and this is your 5-wave to the upside, which is a 5-wave structure. So 3, 3, 5. So if this was your ABC and then this another ABC to the higher prices here, so this became your another ABC to the downside here. Okay, so then entire this correction became a WXY correction to the downside. Okay, from here, this is your W, this is your X, this is your Y. What I don't like in this X is quite large, this X wave. Usually the combination of WXY, X happens a little bit quicker than the W and the Y. But here you can see that the X wave is quite large in time. So I did not prefer this count as well. So once this WXY is finished, I was still waiting for that 5-wave impulsive move up, where we can finally finish this zigzag and then we can move down. But what we got here is another ABC structure. Okay, we still can count here like 1, 2. This was your 3 flat correction 4, and this was your entire move up as a 5. But that could not be your clean 5-wave move up. This looks like, even if you can check here, this looks like a 3-wave correction to the upside. So this became your another ABC here. So then this entire chop turned into something else, which also has another count here, which we have to delete all this structure here. I'm going to show you the other count, where this is your A, this is ABC, ABC, and ABC, okay, WXY. From here, all this WXY became your A. And then after that, you have an impulsive move up, a corrective move down in a 3-wave structure, and another 5-wave. Okay, this can count as a 3-wave, but also I can count this as a 5-wave. So if we can count this as a zigzag correction for a B wave, okay, 5, 3, 5, okay. So we have a initial move down, a B move up, and then a C move down here. A kind of a complex flat, which is also a running flat. And then we can say that the price now having impulse here. Okay, this is 1, 2. Now we are having that 3, 4, and we might have another move up higher. So if this was your 3, 4 here, and we might have move up higher. Coming back, taking this liquidity over here, creating a SFP, and then we finally can move down from this zone to the lower prices. Structurally, it doesn't seem so clean, but if we use the fib extension tool for this from this bottom to this top, and the flat correction over here as a running flat to this bottom here, so we can see the 618 comes around at 67.9k, where definitely we can come up higher here and then reject. But there is no other confluence there. You can see the point of control comes around this zone, and even your downtrending anchored VWAP comes around this zone. But the next resistance what we have around this zone here. So this could not be just finishing over here. I would definitely attempt a short over here because we have this SFP where the price comes up higher, clears the liquidity over here, because there are a lot of people who went short here and they have their stop losses here, stop losses here. Price already has cleared these stop losses, but this liquidity is still pending. So we might have come up higher, sweep the liquidity, and then we might move down. So this is the place to watch out for. After the price has already reclaimed this zone over here, maybe clean the liquidity over here, and then after that, if we get a good reaction to the downside, then maybe it's a good opportunity for a short. But until and unless we have that reaction, a sell signal, I will not get into any short orders because the market looks bullish. I've already shown you the previous anchored VWAPs, which I have drawn from every bull market to every bear market, and we have already seen that we are around that bottoming area. For me, right now, the major resistance zone here is around this zone, which is around 72k. And a couple of videos ago, I have also mentioned that I'm expecting the price to go and hit up higher around that 70K zone. Right now, I see using the simple tools such as volume profile and 200 weekly SMA and 100 daily SMA plus the anchored VWAP, I can see that the price is slowly churning towards the higher prices and taking the support one after another. You can see as I said earlier, that this was your value area low. This is also your value area low from the larger range. So the price has been testing and then taking support. This has a ladder effect here, or you can say the staircase effect, where the price goes higher and chops down, takes this area as support, and then again climbs up higher, and then again takes the anchored VWAP or this SMA as a support, and then goes higher once again. Not a perfect zone for a short, but I cannot also deny the fact that let's get into the 1 hourly time frame, that we have a 5 move down. If you can see here, this could be your 5 leg move down. This is your ABC. Okay, this is your first wave. This is your ABC correction as a second wave, another ABC as a third wave, again another ABC as a fourth, and this is impulsive ABC as a fifth wave. And this could be your leading diagonal here, guys. And plus, what do we have right now is just an ABC correction. Until this price action here comes up again higher and clears this top. Okay, this is still an ABC for me. This could be a B, C move up. How we can confirm that this could be a impulsive move up as a 5 wave move up is this is 1, 2. Until here, this is all ABC, and it works same to this third wave as well. In an impulsive wave, we have 3 waves move up like this. Okay, the third wave move up like this, and we have a flat correction as a fourth wave. And unless we come higher, clear this top over here, this is still an ABC. Okay, so if we have that fifth wave, then I can say that we have got an impulse from the bottom here. And now we can concentrate on that ABC correction where we can long this market once again. This could definitely be ending diagonal as well. Okay, why I'm saying ending diagonal? Because let's say this was your ABC, because let's say this was your A, B, C move down, right? So this becomes your A, and this was your B, and now the C leg is 5 wave move down in a flat, and that 5 wave can be an ending diagonal. Okay, like this is your A, B, C, which has a flat 5 waves as a ending diagonal, where this entire chop here becomes your running flat. And now the price can move up higher. But also, this could be the beginning of the down move. We already have the top. We have a leading diagonal, we have a ABC correction, and now we are expecting a larger move down as a third wave. So if this was a leading diagonal, we have to analyze what could be this move here. So we have to zoom out a little bit. This was your definite 5 wave move up here. Okay, this is 5 wave structure. So we need 5 waves over here in this move up here. And in this lower time frame structure, I can count 5 waves. Let me show you in 15 minutes time frame. Let's get into 15-minute time frame, and I will show you why I can count here 5 waves. This is your wave 1, and this is your 2. And within this chop here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this was a Saturday, Sunday price action. Usually there is a low volume. That's why there is a sideways price action here. But within this entire move up here, this is your third wave. And I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so your third wave finishes here. And this is your fourth wave finishing here. And this is your fifth wave. Okay, and this fourth wave is not invalidating this first wave move, because we are not overlapping into this first wave. Okay, this is within that Elliott wave rules and guidelines. So in this fifth wave also you can see 5 wave structure here. This is a bit ugly, but I can still count it as okay, this is your 5 wave. Within this 5 wave I can still count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this could be finished here as an impulsive move up from the bottom. Let's get into 1 hourly, and you have your WXY here as a ABC, another ABC, and another ABC to the downside.